Don't panic. That message from the World Health Organization about the newly discovered Omicron variant of COVID-19. But concern is certainly rising around the globe as many countries, including Canada, take precautions.
The public needs to be less fearful, but vigilant. So when we send out information, we are saying, be aware. Don't take your 5-year-old's flu lightly. Rather go and check, is this COVID or not COVID?
Health officials in South Africa preaching vigilance as coronavirus cases continue to soar in the country where Omicron was first identified. Roughly 7% of those in hospital are under the age of 9, but it's not clear how many of the infections are tied to the emerging strain of the virus.
The Omicron variant is still new, and also that we don't sequence every test that comes. So it's not everyone who tests positive for COVID who's then sequenced to check whether this is Omicron or not. There are still the other variants circulating. So you still have Alpha, you still have Delta, you still have Beta circulating.
The World Health Organization is deploying a surge team to South Africa to help with surveillance, contact tracing, and treatment. And while little is still known about Omicron, researchers are learning more with each passing day.
Some preliminary data that we have, there's definitely evidence that it is more transmissible and that there is some immune escape. But I think it's not necessarily that is related to severity.
Omicron has already been discovered in more than 35 countries, including Canada. The federal government responded late this week, announcing new testing requirements at airports for all passengers coming from non-U.S. destinations. Booster vaccine shots are also being recommended for anyone over the age of 50.
We're most concerned about severe outcomes in those who are elderly or have other higher risk conditions.
Canada isn't the only country taking precautions in response to rising case counts. In Italy, face masks are now mandatory in crowded outdoor areas in Rome and Sicily. Quarantine exemptions have now been halted for vaccinated travelers entering South Korea, a nation that's now reporting more than 5,000 new infections per day. And one of the world's biggest New Year's Eve bashes has been put on ice, citing Omicron concerns. Rio de Janeiro's mayor has canceled all celebrations along the city's iconic beach. For City News, I'm Shauna Hunt.